Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you're listening to this, you remember the great Slaptail Nation, my nation. And who am I? I'm the Beaveman, master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the great Slaptail Nation Army. And with me today, live in the Beaver Den with an ass so fine it'll make you want to violate the first commandment, the Padme to my Darth Vader, the Evelyn to my Skeletor, and the Harley Quinn to my ever so sane Joker. I give you the semi-heart-shaped ass that is the Swan. Say hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan.
How's the mouth noises?
I tried not to do it. I just can't help myself. My lips are smacky. I think it's
super moist mouth. I can't even do it.
It's because I don't know why.
No, I know why, and we're gonna ask Kate because I think it's bullshit, and I don't think that's the real reason. But we're gonna move on,
Okay,
and then we can ask the question. Then
we're
we can
gonna
ask
ask her
the
why.
question.
Okay.
Also with us today, the Queen of the Claw. Figure that one out.
Queen of the Claw.
That's what she calls her vagina. The Queen of the Claw. That broad from the east side of the Detroit.
She has a fiance.
She has a fiance. His name is Nick. So keep it in your
She's
pants,
taken.
everyone else.
She's taken.
Keep it in your pants, everyone else. Kate Dore. Just kidding.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Trying to make fish mouth noises.
How's things?
I'm doing all right. Nothing too exciting. I don't know why I had an accent, but
I'm doing all right.
She's getting good
I'm
grades.
doing all right.
Getting
Yeah,
good grades.
it's Willie Nelson's birthday, so we should talk.
Excellent.
Texas accent.
Is
I
he
don't
from
know.
Texas?
How y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good. I say y'all too, and I'm
Yeah.
from Michigan.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
say y'all.
I say y'all.
I've always said that.
I always say y'all because it's all encompassing. You get everybody in there without saying he, she.
Yeah, like fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck all y'all. You don't like me? Blow me. I don't know. Yeah, I say y'all a lot.
I do too.
I think it works. It works well. You know.
No one said shit to me yet, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. Just keep doing
Just
it.
keep doing it.
Let's move over to mouth
do you.
noises.
Mouth noises.
Mouth noises.
All right,
Moist
ask me.
mouth noises.
Hit me.
When you are not talking and your tongue is just in your mouth, where is your tongue?
Usually sitting in the bottom of my mouth.
Ha! See, Swan?
Sometimes I'll have it at the roof of my mouth and realize it, but it's not very often.
See?
No, because it's not natural
Yeah.
for your tongue to defy gravity and always be at the top of your mouth, Swan.
No. Resting normal. Mine will be at the bottom.
I don't think my
But-
bottom of my mouth has enough room for my tongue. Like when it goes down in there, it feels cramped. I gotta move it out of there.
The tongue has contractility. It's a muscle.
I
can
like mine in the
expand-
top of my mouth.
Can expand, contract, lengthen. What are you talking about?
I
How
can
big do
feel
you
it
think
at the
your
roof
tongue
of
is?
my mouth if I'm thinking about it, but I think
Yeah.
it's like making me like put it up.
Mine sits in the bottom of my mouth where it belongs.
Yeah.
No, mine doesn't sit down there. I had this thought in the middle of the night when I can't like sleep, and I'm like, well, where do you put your tongue in your mouth if you push it
Yeah.
up against your teeth? It's like against your bottom teeth, and there's not enough room, and then I end up biting on the sides of my cheeks. So it's in the roof of my mouth, and then when I have to talk, it comes down. Maybe it's just because I'm used to talking a lot, so it's just up there, ready to go. I don't have to move it.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking too much about it, I start biting my cheeks or like
See?
flip it over.
Oh, I can't flip it
I
over.
flip
Can
it
you
over.
do this?
I like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I used to
You can
know
whistle
somebody.
through that too.
You can?
They do the clover thing.
Yeah, they can turn it like more than one time.
I can't
Yeah,
do the
can't.
clover thing.
What the fuck
can
are you
flip
two
it.
talking about?
So we're,
They
we're,
do a
we're
clover.
curling our
It's a
tongue.
weird-
Okay,
We're
first of all, this is an audio medium.
Yeah, so it's a genetic
I
thing.
think you'll have
to do
I'm
a
gonna
video.
explain it. If you can like curl your tongue or roll your tongue, it's a
Mhm.
genetic thing that it turns into like a little.
No,
It
it's not.
does.
Yes, it is.
That is-
There's a
debunked.
clover.
It's been
It's been
debunked.
There's a
debunked.
clover.
So if the people who can do it
I
as a
can't do the
clover, it bends
clover.
up in the middle and then it rolls in on the sides. So there's like two rolls in
I
it.
actually don't know if it's been debunked.
Yeah.
And I don't
it
think
has
it. I
two
think
folds
it's
in
yes, it has two
instead
folds
of the
in it.
roll.
Yeah.
I can roll and I can flip it and I can get it stuck, flipped on itself, and click it. But I don't know. That sounded like rap
Can you
lyrics.
touch, rip
I'm
it, and
pretty
click
cool.
it? Yeah, you could. You should rap about your tongue. Like, I can rap about my tongue. Can you touch
I
your
can roll
nose?
it. I can rip it and click it. I don't know.
Yo.
I don't know what the fuck. Drop me a beat, Beaveman. I thought I should start beatboxing. I think that's the next thing I need to do in my comedy career is go up and beatbox.
I think you should rethink that.
Yeah, probably. It's like, why did this broad spit
Too
all
silly.
over all the microphone? She
Oh
just
my
spit
God.
all over the microphone. It wasn't funny.
The other day, I had one that I was like blowing in the mic, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Is this thing on? Oh, sorry. I thought this was my fiance's cock. And that got a big pop, but I definitely put too much of the microphone near my mouth, and then
so
I
you went
regretted
for the
it.
hack. You went for the hack line just to get a laugh.
I didn't cram it in there. I did like a blah, 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 blah to it, and then my mouth really touched it, and I was like, oof, yikes.
Then you grossed yourself out because everybody else's mouth is on there. You're like, what?
Ooh,
Now you got to
yeah.
get checked
It's
for
like,
syphilis.
measles is going around again. I'm like, man, I need to like update some vaccines.
Yeah, syphilis, hepa, measles, rubellio. Yeah, sounds disgusting. Ugh. So
Yeah.
let's get back to the fact that you went.
immediately regretted it.
Let's get back to the fact that you went for the hack play just to get a cheap joke, didn't you?
She did.
It was on a dirty show, though. It was like supposed to be a deprived show, so I'm like, I could do this, but then I regretted it for sure. That Clover thing is real. Is real. Whether you like it or not. Also,
Sam.
fuck Russia. Also, I don't know. It was weird.
FDT.
I don't know.
FDT.
Yeah, FDT and his friend, the rat.
Anyway, moving on.
It's weird.
Moving on.
So you don't believe in the tongue being up at the roof of your mouth? It lays in the bottom of your mouth?
He says I make too many mouth noises, and I said it's because my tongue starts at the top of my mouth, and it has to come down, and it makes like before I talk.
Yeah.
But I don't really care because
That's not what's making that noise. What makes that noise is every time you open your mouth, the moistness. It just, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
especially
an
on
audio
these, you can
podcast.
really-
Everybody is probably so excited about my mouth noises.
especially on these, when you really have a good mic in your face and you can really hear it, is like, oh, there's a lot of mouth noises that I realized that I didn't know that I made before I started podcast editing. And I was like, oh man, I make a lot of clickies. I get a lot of vocal fry that I never noticed until I started editing all my own podcasts. I was like, oh, yo,
Yes, trust me, I know.
a lot of things.
It's not me that's
You've heard
making those
me.
mistakes.
You've
though.
heard.
Cut me real deep, and then some
You've
people
heard
go
me do it.
before they talk into the mic.
I
Yeah.
get talking when I'm excited and I go too long, and then I'm like, blah 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 blah. I'm like, shit, I gotta edit all that shit out of it because mine is strictly an audio podcast, and oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm not thinking-
I think that Rick hits the table.
Yeah.
With his knuckle, because
Yeah.
while I'm editing, I can hear after
Uh-huh.
he talks, he'll be like,
clicking.
and I'm like, "Are you fucking hitting the table?"
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what he
Yeah.
does.
Like
an
the other
old
one that
man. Like an old man
I
making a
was
point.
doing. I hit my rings on stuff, and then it's a big noise. So that's what I just demonstrated. But yeah, I never realized how much shit I fiddle with and can't leave the mic alone. Or the one other podcast I was doing, the P Boys, and their mics are on little tripods, and it's like anybody touching that or moving it around is so noisy and frustrating to listen to episodes because it's so loud. Oh, there's the
She
ring.
just
hitting
did
the
it again.
table.
Yeah,
That's
see?
the ring hitting the table. Yep.
So
my
I'll just
hands are on
breathe
too
through my
much.
mouth from now on, and I won't put my lips together, and then you won't ever have to hear that noise again.
I'm gonna
Like-
breathe like a dying fish, so I won't click. And then I'm holding my hands in my lap folded, so I stop hitting the table.
Yeah, let's be honest. The best podcaster is me.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best is me. Me. It's all about me. I'm only one that can keep it from having dead silence. I'm the one who picks up all your dead air. I'm the one who edits it, and I'm the one who doesn't make mouth noises, and I don't do anything annoying because I'm perfect.
I don't
and you
repeat
all,
words.
And you all demon. I don't say like, and I don't say I just am the best ever. That's why I'm totally important. And then you guys demonize me and make me feel like I'm being victimized. So I should just probably kill you all. Or let you go from this podcast.
I like that you're gonna kill us, though.
It's springtime, everybody. It's springtime.
For Hitler?
Springtime.
A lot of people doing the gardening. A lot of people doing the gardening.
Yeah.
Gardening is stupid.
When's National Gardening Naked Day? Naked Gardening Day?
I don't know. I don't need to see
They do
that,
some
though.
weird.
Probably around
They
here.
do some weird hippie shit.
I saw a really good deal, though, on cedar wood planters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we
I
going to do with
built a
those?
couple in my yard. What do you want to plant?
Well, I was pretty excited about it till I saw the dimensions, and they're really only suitable for children, so that doesn't help me out.
A lot of them are
you're talking about
they're only
caskets?
$150.
So
They're
unless
only
I
$150.
unless I buy
but
two of
then
them and
they're
bust
like-
out the chainsaw, it's
Well,
not.
Yeah, they're like 2x4. It's like that's not.
I mean, can't you
feet-wise
just
anyway.
fold them in half at that point?
Fold one in
It's just
half.
not worth it.
The contents of the cedar,
It's still, even if you fold it in half, it's going to take up the entire
the
planter,
coffin?
Swan.
but that's okay,
of
right?
the child coffin. How many children fit in these cedar planters?
Well, as I said, it's only suitable for children, and I don't dispose of children, so that
No.
won't help me out at all.
Not lately.
No.
I bought these blocks. They're little cement quads that a 2x4 fits right in the slot of it. It has 4 slots on it, and you can build your own little planters with those. And the blocks are only $5 or whatever. And then you buy more like a 2x6. I gotta say, it's a 2x6. And then you have a box.
Why are
And
they
you
called
don't need to put
2x4s
it
if they're
on
not
there.
actually 2x4?
Yeah, they lie. Everything's getting smaller.
I feel like didn't they used to be 2x4s?
Yeah, it
and
really
then
was
they,
a
like,
2x4
started skimping
before.
on it, so
It's definitely not
Yeah.
2x4. No. Makes no
Start
sense.
rounding those edges and rounding those edges, and then it's a 3
Then it's a
and 3/4.
toothpick.
Yeah,
in your house, it's just basically a double wide at that point. With
That's what your mom is.
hiyo.
Hiyo!
Okay. He thinks that's an insult. I mean, it's just not. It's fine.
How about if I said you look like your mom?
I do not look like my mom. I 100% do not. So
And I
it's fine.
seen your mom. I saw your mom. You
Mm.
don't look like your mom either.
She doesn't look like my mom. Thank God.
You don't look like your mom.
You don't look
either.
like your mom.
But you don't know what her
I
mom
don't.
looks like.
I don't. I'm a weird mix of both of them that I don't have exact features.
I wonder how
on
that
one.
happened.
I don't know.
Well, a mommy and a daddy.
How
Wait.
strange that.
How strange.
So you're saying that you look like a mix between your mom and your dad. How odd.
How
I
odd.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's weird.
Genetics is crazy.
It's crazy like that.
It's crazy. I don't want to get into it, but
It's
it
science.
seems like that's pretty normal for you to look like some sort of a combination of the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is weird. I
Um.
know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to talk about this nation and its disrespect towards me.
Oh, the world is out to get you?
Tired of the world being out to get me.
The
What have I
Slaptail
done?
Nation, the American nation.
What
All
have
of it.
I done?
All encompassing nation, the world. The worldwide is
Oh.
out to get you? Or just this nation?
Well, it's just
But
this nation.
why?
But why is the question? Why are they out to get me?
Why?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why? What have I done?
Why?
I have done nothing.
Maybe that's why.
Have I
Because you've
done something
nothing.
in a prior life? I've been fucked my entire life.
I mean, isn't that a good thing? You've wanted to be fucked your entire life.
Yeah, most dudes want that.
Not exactly what I was talking about there, Swan.
Oh.
Most dudes have been begging for it.
Probably you your past life or your something that looked like you in your past life, like, or maybe your
Did you like kick a
doppelganger.
puppy in a past life?
No. I must have been like freaking Genghis Khan or something in a past life or something. 'cause-
Genghis Khan?
Yeah, because, yeah.
Mhm.
Why, you think it's pronounced Genghis?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah? Want to bet? Want to bet? Want to bet? Want to bet? Want to bet?
He's right. He's always right.
I
He's so
know,
perfect.
He's
He
the
knows
perfect
pronunciation and everything. Google
podcaster.
it.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Yeah.
That was Genghis Khan.
Uh-huh.
You
So you're
pronounce it
saying-
like a GIF.
So you're saying it's not?
I don't know. I'm just giving you a hard
And now
time.
you're not. Now you're not
And I'm
confident about
hitting
it.
my rings against the table.
Now you're
again.
feeling not confident about it, aren't you?
I don't know. I'm pretty confident. I found a lotto ticket blowing in the wind, and I bet you I won't have to do no more podcasts after this.
If I was rich, I would totally just podcast.
Oh my God, I would just fuck around all day. I would podcast on all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be fun.
I would.
If I didn't have to work.
Oh yeah, I would train people to not train people. I would hire people to train me to do like jousting, and I'd have a bunch of people that would have to dress up in armor to fight against me in armor. All kinds of fun stuff like that. That'd be great.
I really contacted, speaking of Genghis Khan, I contacted
Genghis.
the Michigan Falconers group, and I think I'm going to start doing falconry because that would be pretty cool.
Don't you have to like?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't own a falcon. Isn't
I
it like,
could.
There's
I
shitload of
technically
paper.
could.
There's
You
a
get
shitload of paperwork you have to do.
Yeah,
Right?
I wanted
You
to
don't
check
own
out
the falcon,
club.
but you don't own the falcon.
You have to wild catch them, which I think is why like fucking crazy to
You're
go.
like, here, boy.
I'd be like, there's
Here's a
a
rat.
falcon nest up there. I'm gonna climb this tree and snatch this little baby and raise it so it likes me and it thinks I'm its mom. But I was
So
thinking
you're a
about it.
kidnapper.
Yeah, that seems
You're a
unnecessarily
kidnapper.
cruel.
It's weird, and then you got to keep them locked up, and like there's a bunch of weird rules. So I don't like that aspect of it, but I do like the thought of being like, get that guy.
I feel like, maybe you should just get a rabid duck.
Well, don't you get
I
to
had
like
a duck.
put a bracelet on it with like you guys could have
Yeah.
like matching
You
like
put, a little
armbands.
thing, and then you have that cool little hood that you put on it so it doesn't see and attack things. It'd
Yeah,
be
that's
so
mean.
Fun.
Put a hood
What
on
if
you.
we had like best friend bracelets?
She's like, I'm B and I'm Fry.
It's fucking mean, dude.
You get BEFRI. I'll get STEND.
It's fucking wrong.
I think that'd be fun. I don't like the idea of taking him out of the wild. That sounds mean. But I rescued an owl a while ago, and I found this screech owl. They don't have a clavicle. It's like a clavicle, but it was broken. And then it scratched me, and I was like, maybe I'll have superpowers, and then I can talk to him. That'd be kind of cool.
Instead,
We'll
you
see
had to
what
get a
happens.
tetanus shot.
No, I was luckily up to date on my tetanus shot already. You get that B-tap, you good. No
So,
pertussis.
Did you when you rescued it? Was it able to like fly again?
It took a few weeks. I took it to a raptor rescue that's in Garden City, Michigan, and he was there for 5 weeks, and then they re-x-rayed, and it was good. It healed on its own, because you can't really do anything about it. It just has to heal on its own, and they took him and let him go.
Because his bones are hollow.
But it's very cute. It's a very
Cool.
small owl.
It's got hollow bones.
Yeah, little hollow bones. It weighs nothing. I picked it up, and I was like, this thing weighs like 4 ounces. And I think maybe in reality it was like 8 ounces. Very small. Their feathers are incredibly, incredibly soft because that's how they stay so quiet when they're flying and hunting. I'll send y'all a pic. It was very cute.
What's his name?
hopefully-
Does he have a name?
Screechy.
Yeah.
No, don't let her name it herself. You didn't name him. You rescued
A
him and you
little-
didn't even name him.
A little boy screech owl. I don't know. I wanted to keep it, but I felt bad to keep a wild bird, so I didn't.
She's like, I don't mind the idea of kidnapping a
But
hawk.
I want him. What if you got attacked by a screech owl? If I had an attacked screech owl, it's like the
Get
tiniest
him.
owl in Michigan.
Look at an attack
Sick 'em.
hummingbird.
Ooh, hummingbirds are actually in reality really aggressive.
Just go for
and
the eyes.
territorial. They sword fight with their beaks. You have to watch them. They'll go to a hummingbird feeder and they attack each other. It's crazy. But they're actually sword fighting and stabbing each other with their beaks, which you'd never think a hummingbird would be aggressive, but they are very, very aggressive little birds. It's bizarre. I don't know.
And so you've had a duck.
I had a pet duck when I was little, and guess who he had the same name as?
Nick?
My
Was his name Nick? Was his
fiance.
name Nick?
It was Nick.
I'm not even fucking around. I really had a duck as a kid. And his name was Nick. If my best friend and I had about 3 cents to rub together, we would end up with an animal. And we went to Gibraltar Trade Center, and all of us got baby ducks. and I raised mine in the wintertime. It was in the house in a bathtub that had those like glass shower doors. So he would stay in the bathtub during the winter, and then during the
So
summer,
nobody bathed. So no one showered at her
No,
home.
we had two full bathrooms in the house that I grew up at. Like, yeah, I don't know. Our house was crazy. My parents allowed way too much weird shit to go on because I had a giant African millipede. We had a tarantula. We had all kinds of weird animals. I don't know. It
Your
was
parents were like hippies.
Well, they
my
didn't
dad-
vaccinate, so clearly.
Right. That's why I was like, I really think I need to go get the MMR vaccine boosted.
My mom, now she's changing
They
the
let us
story.
get away with a lot of weird shit.
My mom had said, when I was young, my mom said that one year they got us a duck on Easter, and I promptly stepped on it and killed it.
No.
Do you remember this?
No, this
Sidebar?
is what she told me.
okay,
So
well, I
like
didn't
forever. And I've heard this story a million times, and then I brought it up years ago, and my mom said that never happened. I'm like, you're the one who told the story. And then she said, I never told you that story.
Was
So
she just messing with you?
traumatized
Or like,
you for life?
Yeah, traumatized me for life, and then says she never said that story. I'm like, you told it all the time.
This is how you turned out to be the perfect podcaster because you never want to metaphorically step on a duck. What? I don't know.
Something. So
You ever hear that Rodney Dangerfield thing when somebody farts and he's like, whoa, did somebody step on a duck?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened in real life.
Yeah. But it didn't, I'm sure it didn't sound like that. Probably just sound like crackling. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've rescued a lot of baby ducks. They're very cute. The baby duck, when I had the pet one, they just imprint on you immediately. So you'd follow me everywhere. It's very fun.
And then they just grow up to be rapey. That's terrible.
Ah, them and their corkscrew cocks. I can't handle it. You ever see those weird,
Like, stop trying to fuck my Crocs. Stupid duck.
It's Isabella Rossellini doing these shorts that are called green porno. Have you ever seen that?
No.
no.
Oh my god. Slaptail Nation needs to know about this. It's green porno, and the duck one is insane because she wears costumes and shit. Like, she gets really into it, and she's talking about the corkscrew penis, and then she's like, but the female duck for the raping can allow or not allow the male to impregnate her because her vagina is a labyrinth. Like, yo, what?
Yeah.
I'll send you guys a couple.
Yeah.
They're
Doesn't her,
fun.
it doesn't she, Kate, doesn't she, what do you call it? Her bits match her mate's bits.
So only
She
her.
can divert it. She
Yeah.
can divert it so the load goes where she wants it to, if she wants to get impregnated or not. It's something.
That sounds like what happens in nature. It sounds like the Republican idea of how a woman can stop a pregnancy if they're raped.
Yes.
Well, the woman
Yes,
has a biological
Yes.
function that if they're raped, they can end
God
that
stops
pregnancy from happening. Sure they
If
can.
God wants it, it is God's will.
DBs. Total
Yo,
DBs.
I don't know. I have to send you a few of them. The duck one is insane, and the bed bug one, the dolphin one. Dolphins get weird.
Dolphins are rapey
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and they like banging for pleasure, so they do some weird things with blowholes and stuff. She describes all of it. It's great. Very interesting.
Is it though? Is it great?
Do
Apparently.
you know how weird Isabella Rossellini's pretty weird? So the costumes.
Kate's like that weird kid who was freaking rubbing them out to freaking Jacques Cousteau
To
for
duck porn.
specials.
She's watching
She's
duck
My-
porn.
You guys know that my poodle, not a euphemism for my
I was like,
vagina,
what?
my actual
Oh, that was your butthole.
My-
It's like, you guys know my poodle.
my actual poodle's name is Jacques Cousteau. I have a black poodle that I found on the side of Southfield Freeway with a broken leg, and I ended up keeping
Jesus.
him. And his name is Jacques Cousteau.
All right. Is anyone else in the listening audience, when you listen to this, this is what I've been thinking the entire time. Because Kate keeps finding these injured animals, anyone else here thinking she's doing it to them?
I like
She's like-
Munchausen.
She's like
I-
the Kathy Bates of
She's
animals.
like, yeah, she's like, whips out her freaking extended baton. Whoosh, I found this wounded owl. Whack.
Oh my god.
Her,
Yeah.
Oh,
her
here-
poor fiance. He's like, not another one.
My fiance.
I hit this dog with a car.
Now I gotta.
I mean, somebody hit this dog with a car. I
You
must
can
now
ask
heal
him.
it.
It's not a Munchausen's thing. You can ask him how insane I am that we were leaving a Labor Day party at like 4 a.m, and Southfield Freeway has these parts that it dips down under a bridge. So like most of the freeway on Southfield's down under the normal road. And I'm like, there's some eyes. He's like, what eyes? And I just slam on the brakes and like drive over to the side of the freeway and back down the freeway. And I'm like, it's a dog. He's hammered, gets out of the car, runs down the freeway and picks up this dog. And then I get it home and its leg is just dangling. Radius ulnar, both completely fractured. So bad. It was like 17 weeks of splinting it. I thought for a minute that I'd have to amputate it. It was something. But I am not Kathy Bates.
Now he just
that
walks
would be
with
a
a
good
limp.
Halloween
He's okay.
costume. No limp. Nope. Nope,
She hobbled
no
the
limp.
dog.
I
Dog tried to
Kathy
get away.
Bates,
She
I've-
hobbled it.
I've thought about doing that for a Halloween costume. I think that would be funny. Nick and 2 casts. Me walking around with a sledgehammer. Yeah. It definitely, the amount of times I've found injured animals and had things, it does seem suspect.
A little bit,
It
a
does.
little bit.
Yeah. It
No,
really
that
does.
just means she's a very good person.
Hmm.
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person.
I'm a good
You guys,
person.
somebody gut shot this gopher.
She wants to brag.
Somebody
Could
ran
you
over
imagine
this.
the gopher? She's like, it's okay. He's got a colostomy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Little
all better.
colostomy. Don't worry, little gopher. I'll show your wife how to change this for you. Fucking horrible.
I just made her spit out her drink. That's great.
Sadly, I was going to say the
Legit,
same.
legit. Not a full spit take, but it dribbled. I didn't want to make any mouth noises, so I just let it like seep out sideways. It was cool. I'm cool like that, you guys. I'm so cool. Oh, yeah. Somebody ran over this nest of bunnies with a lawnmower. Yeah.
Let's do this front end lobotomy on this bunny here, and everything will be fine.
Fine. It's fine.
Gonna put a little drain. I'm gonna put a little shunt in this one.
Uh,
Not a big deal.
She's got her own pig cath lab in their basement.
Jesus Christ.
She's like, we're going to work on heart transplants today.
it's an experiment. Oh,
You doing any
God.
gay frog conversion therapy?
I'm praying away the frog gay right now. I made you guys don't even want to know what's going on.
You're talking to all the frog parents with gay frog children.
Pray away the gay frog meetings happen in the upstairs where I am right now. Yes. Yes.
Oh, terrible.
We'll make it. We'll figure it out. Frog gene conversion therapy experiment that I have going on in the attic. We'll see what happens.
Up there reading frogs scripture.
Remember when y'all were a plague? You know what else is a plague?
Homosexuality. Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're all disturbed. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, shit.
Let's go back to how you've been demonized.
This one's going to be a cornucopia of mouth sounds, by the way. All right, what did you say? I got to... We derailed.
We did
what was
derail a
the-
little bit. Mm-hmm.
I see a sweet dog. Look
She's
at
so
that good
cute.
girl.
She all cute.
She's all got a bandana on.
I let her out today by herself because she was being
Oh.
obnoxious.
Oh, you're just like,
I was like,
you're
see
free,
ya.
doggy.
See
You're
ya, I'm
free.
busy.
Find your way
Bye.
home. How long was she out
Was she
there?
just
Oh, I've been doing that
eating
for her,
grass?
actually. I've been doing that for her, actually. I've been letting her out
Oh,
downstairs
Tito cute.
and just open the door and she goes and then she comes back and I can hear her walking back in. And then today I was upstairs because she was being super obnoxious and I have a very limited
Oh.
time to make my lunch. So I was like, all right, if you want to go out so bad, go. So I opened up the
You're
upstairs
free now.
door. I opened up the door to our deck and she took off. I was like, all right, see you later. And I went back to do what I was doing. Then a couple minutes later, I hear click, click, click. She comes up the stairs and came back in and sat down. I think she was thrilled to have freedom. She was like, he's
I'm
trust me.
so free.
It's only been 15 years. I can finally trust her for 2 seconds.
Well, we
Little
don't have a
grandma.
fence, so that is, an And
Oh, yeah. She'll just stay, though. She won't wander.
well, you know, she at
Mine
nighttime
would be
she has those little sundowners.
gone.
At nighttime, she thinks she lives across the street.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's what I always worry. My little old man will just like go on walkabout. If he gets out, he's like doo walking down the sidewalk. Like he'll just go.
Yeah.
He's a free man.
Well, we've never trusted
18
her by herself.
18 years
outside.
old. He's a free man.
well,
yeah.
I don't not trust her. I don't trust all the idiots in our neighborhood who think a 20
Yes.
mile an hour speed limit is 45.
Yes.
No, don't you
I
remember?
legit-
live-
Yes.
Don't you remember how we used to like our German Shepherd Bailey? She would just
Mhm.
go and chill in the backyard. We didn't have a fence or anything. Bailey would just go chill out in the backyard.
Yeah, or she
It'd
would
be
lay
in
on the
her
garage
yard.
floor, and she loved the garage floor and just would lay there all.
Mhm.
Yeah, she never went out of the
Mhm.
yard.
Yeah.
But this
Oh,
one, she does a little
no,
bit.
Mine'll be gone.
Can I tell my story, Swan, or are you
Yes.
just going to keep talking
No.
over me?
I guess you can tell your story.
No, we're gonna
Go
keep
ahead.
talking over him. I live
I'll make
across
a
the
couple-
street from a park, and the people drive like 45 down my street too.
Well, today when I was coming home,
And
I
we're gonna
was
keep
bringing
talking.
in the
Yeah.
recycling bin. Well, it's actually
Yeah.
the yard waste bin, and it was
Yeah.
kind of windy outside, but the wind was blowing it towards me. But this guy was riding real fast down the neighborhood. I really
Yeah.
wanted to chuck the freaking Herbie Kirby thing at his car so badly, and then blame it on the wind.
Kirby.
You know, the garbage bin,
Sounds
the
like a
big
hate
giant.
crime.
The big giant garbage
Yeah.
dumpster thingy, I wanted to throw it at his car and then blame it on the wind, but it was blowing
Oh.
it clearly towards me, so I couldn't justify that.
There's been a couple times where there's a brick border around my garden bed that I'm like, I could just whip one of these at a motherfucker. We'll see. Maybe one day when I finally snap. When I finally can't find an animal to
Yeah.
injure and take
You
it.
haven't injured an animal.
You
I'm
can
gonna
you're gonna up
just-
you're gonna go up to human
I'm
status.
just gonna brick it. Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
figure it
I'm
out.
gonna maim a ground squirrel
Yeah.
and put it on her doorstep. Look at this tiny. Should bring it
It's a
into her
warning to all the
Look
other
at this
people who
tiny
speed
ground
down
squirrel.
the street.
This poor wounded ground squirrel.
Okay, tell your story. Go
I
ahead.
Tell
don't
your
remember now.
story.
Well, anyway, this is why we
Best
can't.
podcaster ever. Best pronunciation. No mouse sounds. Ready? Go.
This is why we couldn't leave Sammy outside because we used to have a little fenced off area. Bailey would be good and you could just put her anywhere. She would just hang out. She loved being outdoors. Sammy, if you left her alone, would injure herself. Like she has Munchausen syndrome. So she would stick her head through the fence and fuck up her head. And she was only outside for like 15 minutes.
It's true. She had to go to the emergency vet on the weekend with a corneal abrasion, and she had a stick stuck behind her eye that they had to take out. She
Holy
injured.
shit.
Yeah. And her eye was like all clouded over. I thought she was going to be blind. So, yeah, that was like an emergency weekend vet ER visit. She injured her nose a bunch of times. She scratched up her head. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She likes having procedures done. She likes to go to the vet and be on antibiotics or
She's
pills.
drug-seeking behavior.
She does.
She does.
If you open the medicine cabinet, she literally comes and she wants something.
Yeah.
And
She's
she
waiting
will
for
take
that
it.
Delilah.
You don't have to hide it in a piece of cheese. She will just straight up eat it. Like she's like, "Oh, that's for me."
Yeah. What's really bad is
A
that
golden
she won't.
retriever with drug-seeking behavior.
She does.
She
And
does.
Oh.
If she can't see the vet, I'll give her my medical opinion on things, but then she has to double check with the vet because she doesn't take. She's
could you
like,
call
"Oh, this is
Dr.
human medicine."
Melissa? This is. I don't know if I trust you. You're only a nurse practitioner. You're not my
Yeah,
veterinarian.
you're only an NP. You're not a real doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd only trust my veterinarian. She charges you
Rude.
more, and it's much, much more worth it.
She especially loves the ER veterinarians. They're
Yeah.
the ones she trusts the most.
Yeah, if you're on call, if you have to go to the ER, it must be good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Do you
Yeah, 'cause
guys
they're
have like a
fucking
bunch of?
geniuses.
You have like a briar patch in the backyard instead of having a fence,
No.
and the dog's
No.
getting into that.
No,
It's weird.
we don't have a fence at all. It's
That's what I mean. You got a
well, we
briar
did. We took it
patch.
down, like 'cause
got a
we couldn't-
bramble.
We had like a dog run that was put up. That's what she would put her
Dog
face
run.
through. So we ended up taking
Oh,
it down.
Yeah.
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 Not fun. What kind of the stick? I have so many questions. Did her eyeball do the weird thing where it like gets all the vascularization while it's healing? And have you seen that? It's pretty crazy.
No, it was like all cloudy. Like the lens.
I've
was
seen
all,
it a
like,
couple
clouded
times. It'll
over.
go cloudy, and then it gets this film, and like actual blood vessels will grow across the whole eyeball, and then they recede once it's healed.
No,
It's
I don't
nuts.
think
I'm pretty sure that was a movie.
No, I've seen this multiple times. Now I started with
That's because dogs have
scratches
3
that
eyelids.
are. You can mess with that, but then that could become a problem because it'll get stuck out.
Yeah.
So you got to
Do
be
you know that,
careful
Swan?
with that.
Yes, how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else did she have? Not too recently, but where she
the
had
stick
like
behind
her
the
eye. She had
eyeball.
like freaking ptosis of her eye or something. It was all like droopy, and her eyelid wouldn't close. Remember that?
She had like the Bell's palsy.
Something. It was called something. Horner syndrome.
Yeah, it's
Horner
just
syndrome.
idiopathic.
Oh, Horner's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just idiopathic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like freaking
Poor
dog.
grandma
Just because she's
eyeball.
old.
Yeah.
Give her
Grandma
some
eye.
break.
Yeah, she had to get special eye drops. All the stuff that cost you money.
Had to ruin our weekend
Oh, yeah.
plans.
Yeah, ruined our
Eye
weekend
drops.
plans.
It's crazy how expensive eye drops are.
They need to
Trying
have. They
acetate,
really.
so expensive.
It would be more worth it to have animal insurance.
They
than to
have
your-
it now.
Swan,
Yeah.
Shut up.
shut the fuck up.
Okay.
There's. I love you guys.
Okay.
Yes, Swan,
There's a
I'm
ton of-
aware. What I
There's
said
a ton of
was
different animal insurance.
it would make more sense to have that than human freaking insurance.
True.
I could literally
Human
drop it for
insurance,
myself
too, though, right?
and just get it for the dog.
Probably not anymore. She's probably aged out. No.
What you're basically saying
They
is she's
do
too old. You're
the
too old to still be
pre-existing
in care.
condition thing, and then they have all that where they base it off of where you live, how expensive vet care is where you live, how old the pet is, any pre-existing conditions. So with the diagnosis with the bumpy, the sarcoma, it'll be insane. But if you ever do get another dog
No.
after she lives
No,
till
we're not.
she's 20 years old, you guys can get one on a puppy, then it's cheap.
Yeah,
Clever.
she's like pretty excited now. She's got cancer survivor ×2 on her
Yeah.
like card. She's like, cancer survivor ×2, bitches. Like,
I'm not eating your fucking green beans.
Yeah,
I don't
want
want to fuck with no green beans. What kind of
green
horse
beans.
shit is that?
She's like, put gravy on that shit. That's the only way I'll eat it.
You need rotisserie chicken in every meal.
If you know, she started calling you Karen also. I'm not eating your fucking green beans, Karen.
Probably.
What is this, Auschwitz? Put green beans in my food. Trying to keep my ass healthy.
That's probably where your last dream of the corn and the green beans came from.
Yeah.
I listened to that app. I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck to start with thinking about it. What was your buddy's name?
Rick?
He said some saying, and I cannot remember. It fucking cracked me up. It was such a weird. Oh, what the hell was it? Crumble in the fumble or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. It made me laugh. The dream sequences, the reoccurring dreams are.
Why, you got some
Yikes.
interesting ones?
I always have weird ones. I have like a lake one. Speaking of ducks, a lake one that I'm like
She's
walking
she's getting
to a clearing.
So you're getting ass raped
and
by a
there's-
duck in this one?
No. Why do you gotta take it there? Why do you gotta go weird with? I don't want any corkscrews.
Can
in
you
my
curve?
butthole,
Can you
okay?
curve your asshole? No.
I wish. No. My asshole looks like it had a stroke, dude. I don't want anything going near
So
it.
half of it's paralyzed.
My asshole has the Bell's palsy, dude. I got a droopy eyelid on my butthole.
It takes a drink, half of it runs out. Nice.
Swan makes me laugh. I'm like, uh-oh, now I have two problems.
I guess that would make your butt chugging not very successful, huh?
Ah, man, I can't go boofing with Squee anymore. Fuck, dude. I had so many weekend plans.
Anyway, back to your lake dream before we went off the rails. Sorry.
She can't even talk. She has to wait so she can compose herself.
I have two really weird ones. So the one is walking through a clearing up to a lake, like walking in the woods, and then you dump out at a lake, and in the lake, there's a duck upside down. Like not like he's eating and swimming and diving down where you see their little butt out. No, it's literally like in it, upside down, like feet up out of the water. And I need to help him, but I can't because I haven't been able to hobble him yet. I can't go help him. And then the other one is a broad that I had beef with a while ago, and she was always being creepy towards my fiance before he was my fiance. But I have a dream where I'm like ground and pounding, but she's just laughing, and nothing's hurting her. None of the punches are landing. Nothing's hurting her. And I'm like, that one's really psychotic because if I ever actually fight anybody, it might be all of that pent up aggression coming out. And I'm like, I think I need therapy. but here we are. This is what I'm doing instead of that.
Yeah, that duck one's weird. Something wrong with you.
The duck one, man.
I don't even feel like a duck dead would
What is
float
the duck
upside
one?
down like that.
And
No,
it's
we
not
just
dead.
float. We
He's
just
alive.
float.
I
He's
know,
alive.
but
I
even-
need to help him. I need to help him, and I can't.
I need to break his little web foot so he doesn't run away.
His swim bladder went out, and he's flipped over. I don't know. Ducks don't really have a swim bladder, but oh god, I don't know. My brain has a lot of weird parts to it, and dreaming becomes the most bizarre because I have like really lucid dreaming. Like, did you ever see that Waking Life? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, that one's cool. Who is that? Who directed that? It's really, really weird. It's all rotoscoped, and each scene, someone different, like some different artist rotoscopes it, so it all looks very bizarre and different throughout
We
each
had our
scene.
toilet rotoscoped like 4 years ago. It took them forever to clean out the drain field, though.
That
It was
was-
like full of
Man.
condoms. It was insane.
The sump
Oh
pump.
my
Yeah,
God,
who the
you're
fuck
not supposed to
flushes?
flush 'em.
No, I know who the fuck did that because
Don't be flushing hair. Don't be flushing tampons. They get real mad about any of that. Yeah, they call them drain mice. I'm like, ew.
Ew.
My house ends up needing that every spring, so we finally just bought one at Harbor Freight. So if you guys need a good rotoscoping, I can come help you out. I bought an industrial rotoscoper.
Oh, so she's coming over. We got like 4 toilets.
Does it have a
you can
camera on
Have a
it?
day, man.
If it has a camera on it, we can do that instead of Swan's colonoscopy.
I only have a 25 Roto-Rooter Swan's beautiful semi-harp shaped disc.
Yes.
Ooh.
This
I'm
will
into
be
it.
over by then, but that's happening in
into
just 2 days.
Hey, Swan, can you ask them to push your
Oh,
hemorrhoids
wow.
back in?
I might. I just
That's
want them
what
to.
I mean
They
when
can
I
cut
said
that
my
shit
ass
off
will
while they're
suck.
in there.
It looks like it had a stroke. I talked to them about it, and they're like, don't do it. I'm
No,
like,
don't.
"Fuck."
No. That's not a good idea.
That's another genetic trait that sucks. Yeah.
A paralyzed asshole? You're like,
Predisposed to hemorrhoids. Oof.
Oof.
Not fun. I wish you the best on your rotoscoping.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Do you have to do all your fleet? When are you starting all your
that starts tonight, actually.
oof.
Yeah, and I took the day
Fun.
off work tomorrow for it because
Smart.
I didn't originally have it off, and they were talking about not giving me it off. I was like, well, then I'll be just shitting myself at work. It's cool.
We're gonna have the podcast on the toilet.
I'm like, yeah, we could just.
Yeah.
I could just take my laptop in there and I'll be in
Yeah.
there all day long.
Yeah,
It's
I need
cool.
to borrow that mic'd headset without the cord from Nick, and we can talk.
Yeah.
We can be shitsters.
When's
It'll be
yours?
fun. Probably not for like 5 years.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know. I'm only 37. When are you supposed to get one?
45.
45?
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
years. So that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be 38 this year. We'll see.
Well, when you do yours, we can mic you up. We can prepare for that.
I want
in the
you guys
future.
to be in there.
It doesn't even
I want
take
you
long.
guys on the cam.
It doesn't even
I want
take
you guys on
long.
the cam. I'm like, hell yeah.
You're like, oh, what the fuck
Get
is
them on
that?
screen. We're going to StreamYard it.
They're not even in there that long.
But we could drag it out. She's doing it for
Can't
the
drag it
comedy.
out.
I need to.
She's like,
I need
back
to
it up
bite-
and start over.
I need to mic my butthole for the after for when the air is coming out. It'll be cool. That's when I start my beatboxing career.
Just her colonoscopy sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
DJ colonoscopy.
Swan, are they
I
using
think that'd be cool.
Diprovan for you, or are you just
I don't know.
getting Versed?
I'm assuming I'm just getting Versed.
I was wondering,
because
are
it's
they
at, like, the
propofol?
surgery center.
Yeah, what are they?
No, it's not at the hospital, so I'm gonna be getting like the Versed and the whatever.
Lame.
Yeah.
That sucks because then you're gonna be groggy all day.
No, that doesn't usually do shit to
Yeah.
me. Remember, I'm good. I'll be fine.
I had the propofol. I'm one of those cool kids that had my wisdom teeth done at 36 years old, and that propofol's pretty nice. I gotta say, you wake up pretty nice. But Versed probably would be good. I've never been knocked out on that I know of. I've had Dilaudid. That was
all
different.
makes me want to throw up. I had my wisdom teeth out with the Versed and fentanyl, and I was awake and watched the whole thing, and I hated every second of it. The only thing that was weird was time. So
I paid the extra to get knocked out. I have TMJ, and I have, for how much of a loud, dumb bitch I am, my mouth is pretty small. So I'm like, I got to get totally knocked out. Being awake for that would be, oof.
it was
No
not
thanks.
fun. No.
I paid for that, and I paid for the PRP therapy in there. What is that? Protein-rich plasma. So they drew a ton of my blood and spin it down and take those
And
clots
smeared it
out
on your
and
face.
sewed them in there. But that was nuts. Those closed in like 3-4 days. 3-4 days. Those were shut. No dry socket. That was cool. Worked nice, but
I feel
it's
like
weird.
that's a newer thing. Yeah, my
Yeah, they're starting
friend's
to do
kid who
that
had
more
it
like
done.
joint.
Usually they just
Did
jizz
they do
on
it
your
in a
face.
knee or something?
Yeah,
We're talking over each other again. I'm going to talk over Beaveman again.
do it.
My friend had it done on his knee, and it worked great. Like, he's only 52, so they were kind of weird about doing a knee replacement on him. So he had that done, and now he's jogging again. I'm like, holy shit. That's pretty incredible. Worked nice on my teeth, or lack thereof. The holes
Your
in my
holes.
teeth.
It worked good on your holes.
Now if it'll fix my stroke asshole.
We could try
We'll
it.
see.
Can you inject my asshole?
I'd check it out.
You're like, I'll try it
Yeah.
once.
What if I get Botox in my asshole?
Mm-hmm.
But
That'd be
then the
cool.
poo would just fall out
Yeah.
because it would be all relaxed.
No, what if I have like Kardashian lips?
Get a filler in your anus.
Hell yeah.
It's coming. That one's coming next.
I'm gonna make some calls when we get off of this podcast.
I want to be able to really full on kiss someone on the mouth with my asshole. Can you help me out with some filler?
Wow, what if I had mouth noises in my butthole? Oh my god.
Like kiss.
I would just call Beav. I would call Beav all the time. It would just be like, God damn it, Kate.
Like, push your butthole away.
It's nothing sexual. I just want to make him upset.
Hey, that got upset me. My butthole falls on stuff all the time.
That's because he has no ass cheeks. So when he literally sits
you got a
down,
little
his butt is
pancake.
touching stuff.
You ever sit in the tub and it's like, oh, I don't like that sensation. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like those mats that have the little suction things on them.
Ugh, no.
So when I get up, I hear that
Anti-slip
pop.
butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be safe. I mean, you're getting older, man. You want to be safe when you take a bath.
I don't want to slip around too much.
It keeps you from drowning. You can't
It
even.
holds me in place.
You can just fall asleep in there. No issue. You just fall asleep, relax. You have to, no worries.
Yeah.
Completely no stress bathing.
I only got to have one thing tensed. That's it.
And then you just need a spatula to remove your butt from the bottom of the tub.
Just turn the cold water on for a sec. It'll remove
No,
itself.
you just edge it with your finger a little. It's kind of.
If you're already in there, at least you could just wash it real quick, so it's cool.
I always wash it.
Yeah.
I get in there deep.
That's what I heard about Santiago.
Santiago.
I like to get in there deep. Wash it in there deep.
Anyway,
What else were we talking
Anyway.
about? Oh my god.
How he feels so disrespected.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care anymore.
No,
You're over it?
kitty.
I'm over it.
I mean,
We're past it.
I was, past it.
What about... There was something else I thought to bring up, and now it's gone, because I was thinking about a suction cup butthole. Shit.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite things, though, honestly. I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. Did you guys hear they're closing Planned Parenthood?
No.
A bunch of them are getting
Yeah.
shut down A bunch of Michigan ones were getting closed.
I think they're going to be all
Are they
gone.
completely shutting the whole thing down?
I think Michigan is going to have it completely gone. I don't know if it's going to be everywhere, but that's going to be terrible. That's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
Saved a couple of my friends' lives from early diagnoses. But, fuck all those people that are broads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs them?
Women's health is ridiculous. It should be just health or not.
They don't even have buttholes that suction cup to the bathtub. What's the point of them?
No. I saw some. I'm going to have to read this.
Cats are weird. I always feel like there's like a little balloon knot all over my house.
Staring you in the eye.
Having a lot of cats.
Mm-hmm.
It means they trust you.
I would prefer they didn't.
Yeah. Cover that. Don't trust me. Put your tail between your legs.
Quit putting that near my face. I don't.
Give them a little anal flap. You just slide it along their tail. It just drops right down.
They do have a thing.
Oh, it's like a do not disturb sign. You're just hanging on their tail.
Have you ever seen? They have these actual things that you literally, it's like a wine glass marker that you slide over their tail and it puts a little gem over their butthole.
Oh, God.
There's an actual brand called Rear Gear. And I brought this up on stage one time at a shit show. The shit show is the Heckle Encouraged Mike at the Independent. And somehow this came up because somebody was like, blah, 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 about buttholes. And I'm like, they have this thing because I've been in vet med a long time. I know a lot of weird shit that people do with animals. But they literally have, it's like a little ring with a dangly gem. And the gem covers up the butthole. You can get them for dogs, too. It's not just for cats. One of them was a biohazard symbol. That one was pretty fun.
I feel like that just draws more attention to your animal's butthole if you're going to put bling on it.
Bedazzling it has a certain level of, like, bestiality or something in my head, too, that I'm like, I don't like bedazzling the butthole. I don't like it.
We don't need to bedazzle the butthole.
Like I would find it attractive if I came across a chick who had a gemmed little plug in all the time.
Butt plug. Yeah, plug with a little gem. Because that's sexual,
but not doing to a cat. That just means you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't care for that. I'm not into it.
No.
But just a FYI, in case any of our listeners want it, Rear Gear.
If you yourself have a tail and want to bedazzle your butthole, just buy one.
We got on this whole thing about people wearing tails, and I'm like, well, I'm sure people got butt plugs with actual tails on them, so why not? Like, why can't you put... And then I was like, what if they have a butt plug for a cat or dog that has a human butt on it? It went weird, man.
It just got weird.
My brain is not a nice place to be. I think it's very strange.
Well, not everyone can be as completely sane as me.
Right.
I know. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to.
Not everybody could have completely logical thought processes like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Or normal dreams about corn and green beans in a drain.
Right.
Was it green beans?
Green beans and corn, yeah. Yeah.
The mouthful thing, I was just getting... Oof. Yeah, that was something. I wouldn't mind it if it was like out of a dish, but then you're saying it's in the drain of the shower.
Yeah, it's not good. So, vet question, / whatever. I mean, you know all the animals that need like their anal glands expressed?
Yeah.
I mean, that isn't an every dog kind of situation because, so I think there should be a list before you own pets. Like, what dogs need that? Because I would never, ever, like,
it's random.
That random dog.
Does your dog have to have it?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, most dogs always express them when they shit. So that's what should normally happen. Cats got them. A lot of mammals have them. Primates, luckily, us included. Luckily, great apes don't. But... cats and dogs have them, and cats getting them gunked up. Whew, not great. It's not a fingerable butthole, so they don't really appreciate it when you got to figure that out. But it's totally random on what breed of dog. It's not really breed specific, but certain breeds that are more susceptible to allergies, because there are certain types of dogs that are more likely to have allergies. It's kind of allergy based. But it's kind of, if your dog's been having loose poops and diarrhea and stuff for a while, maybe they'll get gummed up from that because they weren't expressing them with like a normal BM. I know how to do it. It's not great. You never know what kind of texture or odor is coming out of there.
Yeah, nope.
It's something.
I feel like
little new foster dog. I've had to do it a couple times. Not
it could be
great.
satisfying.
Because
you're helping
like
that dog.
If you're a zit popper, which I am, I like a good abscess. I like a good zit. I'm one of those broads. I like it. The grosser, the better. So it does have that satisfaction of like getting it out and you emptied it.
See, I have a problem with dog poop. So, I mean, human poop, anything to a human, like that's probably fine with gloves on, but not dog poop. I can't do it. And that whole anal gland thing is way closer to dog poop and the grossness. And I'm like, nope.
Rotting fish thing that goes on with the odor. I don't like it. And some dogs, like, there's dogs that'll come into the clinic and they just blast them out, like feet out when they're scared. They can shoot them. They can shoot them out. Cats will shoot them. You got to watch it. Cats are funny when you're like taking a temp or you're like looking, because you got to look. Part of the exam's looking back there. They could just blast you right in the face. And that's cat anal glands are
going home.
Than dog
yep, I'm going
Clock
home.
it out. Nope. Clock it out.
Oh yeah,
go.
that's why I never go to work wearing makeup ever, never ever, because I've gotten nailed a couple times. Luckily, never in the mouth, but a couple of the broads I work with definitely got it in the mouth before.
I bet they did.
And yeah,
nope.
Yikes! I would vomit.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of gross shit, but anal glands in my mouth is one of my lists that I'm not into.
Like, that's a nice sound clip
abscess.
right there.
I've gotten abscess on me. I've gotten puke on me, diarrhea. You guys do human med. You know how gross bodies are and all the weird things that bodies make. I've had a lot of weird shit sprayed in my face, but anal glands in my mouth, luckily, I've avoided, but I'm...
Kind of sounds like you're tempting fate.
She's like, yeah, you better just keep your mouth closed.
No, it's going to happen. That's why you have your mouth shut. If you're cutting nails, expressing an abscess, expressing a bladder, something comes in with violent diarrhea. If you're working on that back end, you just make sure your mouth is shut when you're doing it. And I do my lips curled in.
I feel like that's good advice on all levels, human or animal. If you're
like
working with the back end.
I'm just going to throw this out here. I'm just going to throw this out there for you.
Go for it.
Because I do human medicine.
Yeah.
We wear these things called, I don't know if you've ever heard
shields,
of them. Face
masks.
shields, goggles, masks, gowns.
What the hell is PPE?
Yeah, exactly.
Animal med. I know, animal med is we're disgusting. We are so bad about PPE, and I'm like, all the people who do x-rays without gloves and stuff, and all the people who do dentistries, that's the most insane one. You're doing a dental. We have an ultrasonic scaler, so if you think of your dentist and how much shit is blowing around everywhere, and a bunch of the girls won't even wear a mask.
Fuck that.
That's
They're like,
disgusting.
I want goggles. I want
pneumonia.
Mask on. Like,
I want some weird ass pneumonia is going to take the infectious disease doctor.
Could you imagine
years
the
to figure out.
bacteria in the plaque and tartar that accumulates in an
like in a cat's
mouth?
mouth for sure. Like, oh, you're gonna get some
Cat's
nasty ass
like
cat
Pasteurella.
disease.
Yeah.
In your
Pasteurella
lungs.
is so dangerous, and people, they'll just be rolling, doing it, no gloves even. I'm like,
Ew, no.
this is fucking nut. Pasteurella is really scary. That one is so bad. Because I've gotten nailed a couple times at work. I've been in vet med for 16 years, so I've had 2 pretty good dog bites, and the one was real bad. But the dirty dog mouth is nowhere near as bad as a dirty cat mouth. Like, Pasteurella is so fucking dangerous. It is crazy.
And their little nails, teeth, and all the things are so sharp that, like, I know my
just
friend...
puts it in. It inserts it. It's like a hypodermic. It's
like a
inserting it with a
hypodermic needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend had to have her hand filleted open and almost lost her hand because she got a cat bite at the vet.
Cat bites are no joke, man. People just act like it's not a big deal. There's been a couple girls, like some of the newer girls at work will get nailed, and I'm like, you got to go get antibiotics. And they're like, I'm fine. I'm like, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. No, you're not, because this is going to go bad, especially if you never owned a cat. You're a lot less likely to have issues with cat scratch fever, like the more cats you've had in your life because you've been exposed to it. Like, you know, little cat scratches, you've almost been like vaccinated, kind of, whatever. In my head,
This is
that's how it works.
science. This is science.
And that's like those milkmaid broads with smallpox when they would have cowpox because they were milkmaids. But I'm like, if you're getting scratched by a cat as a kid and like never a bad scratch or a bad bite, but you are getting inoculated a little bit, so you're less likely to have a really bad reaction to it because you've had exposure to it. But some of the broads I've worked with where they like get nailed, and by the end of the shift, I'm like, you have to go get antibiotics. Like, you never owned a cat in your life, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, don't play with this. Go to the ER or go to urgent care. Get on some Augmentin because you're gonna be in a world of hurt tomorrow. And then the next day they come in, I'm like, did you take your? I'll be like, take an anti-inflammatory immediately. Go get on some Augmentin. And if they don't take that anti-inflammatory right away, they're hurting the next day. Like, I don't tell you these things to just play games. Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, we had people, like, early on in ours, when we were seeing people, like, on one of our platforms, people were treating cat bites on telemedicine. I was like, no. And then they were like, we had, like, this big discussion about it, and one of the docs, who's an ER doc, he's like, well, I started them on antibiotics. I'm like, we should not be messing with that at all. Send them in. That's what the ER's for, because you usually, I'm like, one, they need to irrigate it. Two, they need to be on oral meds, but usually most of us will give them a shot of Rocephin before they ever leave also.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah,
so I'm like, and the tetanus shot. So if they're not up to date on any of that stuff, I'm like, I won't do it. Plus, they're supposed to have follow-up. Like, even in the ER, we would be like, okay, come back. When you do
telehealth, nobody's coming back.
No, nobody's coming back. And even I can't.
ER is hard to have someone like, oh my God, I don't mess with cat bites. Luckily, all the ones, I'm going to knock on table and make more noises. Luckily, all the ones I've had they've been really superficial. But I don't mess with that. If I got nailed, I would be in ER so quick.
Mm-hmm. Especially if they're in a web space or right next to the joint, any of that stuff. I'm like, nope.
Joints.
Nope.
That was my last dog bite I had right on my index finger on my right hand. And luckily it's my non-dominant hand, but this dude crunched me like you could hear it crunch, that kind of crunch. And I was like, is my tip of my finger still there? And pulled it out. It was all intact. And luckily he didn't hit anything crucial to mess up my movement, but that was bad news. That was 2 weeks of a giant sausage finger. Not good. And that wasn't even a bad mouth. Did you take advantage of it, though? Did you take advantage of that time?
Oh,
I made some weird things, and I kept touching people with it. But that was incredibly painful.
You didn't sit on it?
Oh, my God. It took a long time. My finger was like this, and I couldn't bend it. And now I'm finally back to full movement in it. But that took a couple months.
She just ignored your...
Ooh, I didn't hear you.
You said you didn't sit on it?
No, it's too painful. And it was an open wound. I don't want any, like, poop particles in there. That stayed open a while. That was bad. That dude crunched me pretty good.
You pulled your finger out. You're supposed to shove it in. You're supposed to shove your hand in there.
If a dog's really biting the fuck out of you, you should shove your hand in their mouth.
Feed the bite.
Yes.
Yeah. Eat this, motherfucker.
Yeah, eat my fist.
I really do want to get eaten by, like, a bear or something, but... Dogs,
I don't want to, because the bear's going to swat you around quite a bit first, and then they're going to maul you. What would be worse than that, though, is if they stood on you. Like, that's the worst. Like that scene in The Revenant. That's the worst. Dude, that's the fucking worst.
That'd be a long time, too. It'd feel so long just suffocating from a bear sitting on you.
I mean, trust me, I've had my sensei drop his weight on me. I was like, oh my God. He's like, a bear is like 10 times heavier than this, and I could barely breathe. I'm like, this blows.
Yeah. You ever have one of your drunk friends and acting a fool, and you got to go sit on him to have him calm down? But it's like, I'm not that big, but I could definitely put my weight on you, and you aren't going anywhere. It's been weird. I've had a weird life.
Is that when you like, and then you fart on their head? You're like, hey, fuck you.
Ooh.
Fart on your
I
head.
try and get my stroke butthole on him just to give him a warning.
Half of it feels it, half of it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You should just call it your stroke hole.
At least I
cut out the butt part.
Well, stroke hole's got a whole different connotation to it. I don't want that. What, you've probably seen some pretty good cat scratch fevers. That shit, my big dog bite that I had a long time ago, that one went bad, that I went in, this dog punched a hole in my forearm on the right arm. I had bad luck with my right arm. Luckily, my non-dominant hand, as I said. But, my arm blew up like a Popeye arm.
Dope.
It was scary. And then I started getting that red patterning infection thing growing from the hole. And it was starting to spread throughout my whole arm. And I went into ER again. I was like, hey guys, I'm going to stay on some IV antibiotics and be a cool guy. And yeah, I don't mess with animal bites.
They're
Not
like,
good news.
have you considered a different line of, have you considered a different career? Swan's seen monkey bites.
A monkey bite would be terrifying because they have what, hep D or hep.
Well, they don't have anything if they're experimental monkeys.
Yeah, these were like lab created monkeys.
You can get, what kind of monkey bite?
Like lab created monkeys, like big
But they
chimpanzee type.
Macaques and stuff?
I don't
Okay.
know. But it was kind of gross because he like bit but then let go, so it didn't take the chunk all the way out. You could like see its teeth like on both sides, and like it went right under like a tunnel. It was so gross, but yet cool at the same time. Cause like that, you can see the whole monkey's teeth.
Would they bite an arm?
Mm-hmm. Like the forearm.
Usually chimpanzees try to rip your face off,
and
which
your
is
nuts.
terrifying.
Yeah.
They'll go for your eyeballs,
Yeah.
your nuts. Luckily, I don't have those, but I'm worried. Monkeys are scary. The transmissible disease is no good.
That's
No
where
good.
AIDS came from. Banging
Yeah,
monkeys.
simian immunodeficient virus. I was talking to somebody that was old enough to remember when it was grids.
Yeah.
I'm like, grids is wild. Grids is not PC. You kids can Google it if you don't know what grids is.
They used to say that all the time when I remember that guy saying that on the Phil Donahue show. That's how old I am.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a sleeper agent because neither of you look as old as you are. I only know grids because people talking about it, and then I looked it up and was like, holy shit. Like, that's not okay to say anymore.
Yeah, insulting things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like what old people call a Brazil nut. It's not okay.
Nope, that's not okay. Nope, not
You
okay.
gotta move away from it. You gotta not say that. My grandma was one of those people. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, my grandma and my grandpa both called it that. I was like, I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, if I do a show where I know I can get away with it, I'm like, you guys gotta get a gauge on how racist your grandparents are and ask them what they call Brazil nut. That's only at certain shows where I know people will laugh and not be mad, but you know how that goes.
Laughing? No, I don't.
That
No,
was the point.
I don't. I also don't care. Fuck
times.
everyone.
Fuck everyone.
All right,
everyone.
what else can we talk about besides balloon knots and dog bites? Where did we even get on animal bites? I don't even remember.
Because we were talking about how you damage animals just to bring them home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they bite you when you hobble them.
That's true. And you're upside down duck. I mean,
Here's what I think happened with a duck.
triage-
I think
he
that
can't
duck.
bite if he's upside down. If his head's underwater, he can't bite you.
If I'm going to save him, though, you ever been bit by a duck? They pinch you pretty
Don't
hard.
they have like tiny little teeth.
I feel
along
like
their
they
bill?
have little razor teeth.
It's like a serrated beak. It's not teeth.
Well, teeth.
But
You know
Yeah.
what I mean.
I feel like geese have, like, there's certain breeds of geese that have some teeth. But ducks have, like, a serrated edge to their beak. But the front of the beak, there's, like, a little nipper on the front, like a little fingernail. And that bitch hurts when they bite you. They'll pinch you pretty good. But,
Do you know that some sharks have teeth on their eyes?
you're a teeth eye. What?
Some sharks have tiny teeth on their eyes.
They don't have eyelids.
Yeah,
I
they
think
got
you're
teeth.
Making that shit up.
Nope, I'm not. Look it up.
I'm gonna ask Nolan.
You know, there's a hairy frog when we were talking about finer than frog's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's also gigantic frogs. There's a frog in, what's it called? The pygmy frog? Or what? But it's actually like this fucking big.
Pixie.
Is that what it is?
Pixie. And the African frogs. Those African bullfrogs are pretty big.
Yeah.
There's a rococo toad that's pretty big.
They look like a big pile of cow dew, though.
Giant African bullfrog is big.
Yeah.
Big. Like feet long.
No,
I
thank
don't
you.
know. I'd take on one of them frogs down in Florida. They got those, what are those toads down there that they don't like? I can't think of what it's called. How do I forget my herpetology?
She got the herps.
I got the herps.
She's a
She got
herpetologist.
herpetology.
A person who studies amphibians is a batrachiologist, though. But herpetology, what the fuck are those frogs that they don't like down there? All toads are frogs, but not all.
Frogs are
toads?
toads.
The other way. Not all. Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
So toads
What
are
the hell?
frogs.
Toads are frogs.
Really?
All toads are frogs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Interesting. We used to have this really cool toad that lived on our porch.
Oh, I love toads.
He would
so
like
much.
poke his little head out because we have the pillars in
Yeah.
front, and then there's things to let the rain out from the pillars. And he was like
Or you
living in
just
there.
chill
And
in
he'd
there.
like poke out, come back.
Ah,
It was hilarious.
if they have a good food source, they'll just stay.
I wish he stayed.
My
but he
parents'
didn't.
house, they had
Maybe
one.
he did stay for his full life cycle and he
Yeah.
is no longer around.
Hmm.
Or maybe he went for like a new.
How long is a toad's
bait.
life cycle?
I
I don't know.
My parents had one at their house that was there for like 3 years. It just chilled. You'd see her every spring and summer. She'd be chilling out there.
I used to
on
not
their
like
porch.
toads. I used to
They're
not
so
like toads.
cute.
Now I'm like, toads are pretty dope. You have to be very careful when you're digging. Do you know that, Swan?
No.
You have to be very careful when you're
I
digging.
don't
Wanna
want to
cut their little heads off.
Yeah, because
I
they kind of burrow
know.
down there, and you'll find them. You're like, oh, sorry, brother. And you're like, oh shit, sorry.
I would be so sad.
They don't like it though when you dump the dirt right back. I'm just
Like,
helping
I
you
gotta
out,
dig
man.
myself out.
Just helping you out, man.
What
Sorry,
the fuck, man?
sorry, bro.
They're so cute.
Yeah. Anyway,
Aw.
anyway,
They're very cute. Oh, it's cane toads. I don't know why my brain wouldn't think of a cane toad. But those guys get pretty big. And they're a problem in Florida because they're more toxic.
other skin. People be licking them.
Yeah, dogs and animals that try to grab them because they have those milk ducts above their ears.
Mm.
Yeah, not great. And they're a problem because they just breed out of control in Florida. Florida is a clusterfuck.
Florida is a shithole.
Florida's
Yeah.
It's a
Florida.
swamp. The Florida is a, what would you say? Florida is a festering
It's the
Bartholin cyst.
dingleberry of the United
Mine was
States.
better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
Mine
saying.
was better. You were
But if you're listening
right.
from
and then you
Florida,
talked over, and you talked over me.
sorry,
And you talked over me.
Sorry, but if you're listening, Florida, it's fine.
we like talking over you. It's that syphilitic penis of the United States.
If you're listening in Florida and you like us, just keep on doing it. And
Keep on.
we can't
keeping
fault
on.
you for where you live. You chose to live there,
Or not.
or not,
Or not.
or yeah. But listen anyway.
Maybe you can't afford to move away, but I like all the toads and lizards and snakes that are in Florida.
I do not.
The theme parks are satisfactory. I like the moths. They got some good moths. The last time I was down there, I caught a lizard, 2 different kinds of moths, and I don't remember. Probably.
I think you should probably just let things live on their own. Stop trying to
I
catch
Stop
them.
do.
catching them.
Either
one
this is
was
what you do.
stuck-
You either kill them
No.
and eat them, or you leave them alone.
No. The one was stuck in a vestibule, so I helped him out. But it was a giant polyphemus moth, and they don't have a mouth. They're just there for a week to fuck. But I got him out of the vestibule just so he didn't
So
die
no
in there.
oral. That sucks. You
Mm-mm.
live for a week, but there's no oral sex.
Just get cool cloaca sex, and then
Lame.
you die.
Lame.
They're only made to make more moths. They don't do anything else. Just make more moths. Yeah,
Moths are also pretty dope.
bummer.
Have you?
pretty moth.
What do you feel
It's a big
about the
moth.
fish flies over there? Like, have you ever been to that?
Not into it.
No.
I've been down. What is it up here?
It's in like New Baltimore, and they
if
have
you're
a
in, like,
fish fly festival on
Port
like,
Huron and Grosse Point on the water. Oof.
There's like a
I like
2
bugs.
weeks or so time where they
I like
just
bugs, and they just creep me out.
they're so
mayflies.
yucky. Yeah.
The crunchy, the living for 24 hours just to fucking die. I mean, yeah, if you got to do that, whatever. But they're a
But
good food
it's like
source
you
for other
can't
animals.
even like walk through. It's like a sheet of freaking nastiness that's all over anywhere there's a light.
I don't like
So
the
gross.
butthole antenna thing that they do when they're like waving their butthole around with their little butt antennas. Ugh. It's probably an ovipositor. I don't know what that is. Crickets have an ovipositor. I don't know what the little butthole.
How can you tell if they're ovipositive or B positive?
Yo. Oh.
Bova positive. I don't know.
Did you say vulva positive?
Vulva positive.
Vulva positive.
Vulva positive.
It's time for you to put your ova positive into my vulva positive. Gross.
Hello.
That's what you call being a lesbian.
Don't kink shame. It's 2025.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm sad that I married someone with no kinks.
Oh. But she has a heart-shaped butt.
It's kind of
sort of
floppy now. It's more like
it's not.
Congestive heart failure, but
it's a strokey butt.
There's definitely some left ventricular hypertrophy.
All of a sudden, he changed it. The intro.
Your butt has left ventricular hypertrophy.
It does. It's by no fault of my own.
Can your ass cheeks get the Bell's palsy?
They did. Just the one.
No.
Well, and the other one's like taking note because he wants to follow along.
What if you get a BBL?
No, that's gross. No.
It's weird.
It's definitely weird.
It's weird when somebody's ass is too big. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, just need proportionate. Yeah.
Proportion.
Well,
Anyway.
On that note, we talked about acid.
Swan, it's time to wrap it up, though.
Wait, we need to do that. Where's the minute?
We're doing the minute?
Swan's minute.
Okay.
We gotta get the minute.
All right.
I need it.
You need it? Okay.
I need this manic.
This is what she lives
energy.
for.
I love it.
I'll see what I can do. What is the topic?
I gotta get cranked. I got 2 shows tonight. I gotta get cranked up.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Now it's time for the show where Swan, we get a picture into the psychosis that is the Swan. Swan, are you ready for your manic minute?
Yes.
Here is your topic.
Oh, God. Hopefully it's something not too hard.
Phrases that we had in the 80s that did not age well.
Phrases that we had. Oh, God. I don't even know. This is so hard.
Phrases or insults that we had in the 80s that didn't age well. You can't figure that out.
I probably can. And you said insults. Now I'm good. Grids.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Yeah, let's play the music.
One of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. In this room is now done for having lived. No point. May God have mercy on your soul.
Phrases that didn't age well that we grew up in the 80s, but I don't really grow up in the 80s. I was born like at 79, so I didn't even really make it through the 80s. I don't even...
Fine.
And but I think that's gay. That's probably one of them. And then retard is probably one of them. And that's probably not appropriate to say anymore. And then, I don't know, probably homo. That's one that's probably not really appropriate anymore either. That's, I don't even know. I don't remember all the, I don't know. Trying to think of like the Beastie Boys stuff that they said, but they didn't really say anything inappropriate. I don't know. I'm not really good at this. This is a hard one, and I didn't have enough time to think about it, and it's very manic, and I didn't grow up in the 80s. I don't really know, like, my...
Fine, 90s.
90s? It's under pressure, and I can't do it. This is way too much. Help me out a little bit. Just throw me a bone and, like, give me one, and then maybe I could piggyback off of it. Go again. Give me one. Just help me.
Beef said one earlier when he told me to sit on it.
Sit and spin. That's probably one. No, and
sit on it.
Just sit on it. I don't even know. This is too hard, and this is the longest minute ever. I failed.
Fail.
Failed.
No, I've never heard you
Failure.
I failed.
Not a fucking
redo.
failure.
Redo.
But
no,
redo. I don't feel like I have any.
I can't
right,
take it
dude.
if she failed.
Eat my shorts. Oh, now they're coming. Like eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I had a brain fart there. It didn't happen.
All right, I'll give you another
we
one.
just
Ready?
talked about
Ready?
too many buttholes and balloon knots.
Another one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manic minute.
Redo.
Take
Redo.
two.
This is the
Ready?
redo because Swan failed epically.
Oh, fail.
Ready?
All right.
God help us all.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Men who go to the bathroom and then have a pee-pee stain on their pants. And go.
Okay, men who go to the bathroom and have a pee-pee stain in their pants, they didn't shake it because they were afraid of playing with themselves and they thought it would be gay because if they shake it more than a couple times, then you're gay. But then maybe they should just use toilet paper and wipe it off because that would be easy. You just wipe it off and start over again, but maybe it still drips out. So maybe actually wear underwear or wear pants that are thicker or put a little napkin in there, wear a pad. I don't know. I don't have a penis, so I don't really know how it works, but I feel like I can effectively wipe my own self and make it to where it doesn't show, but maybe that's okay because it's probably hidden a little bit further, and maybe we're juicier than you are anyway. And if it's be expected to have a wet spot, but yeah, if it's right up in front, you're gonna notice it because you're having like your wet spot right in the front. But maybe your pants should be looser so that it doesn't drip right through. Or I think underwear. That's why you wear underwear. Get the underwear that has the padding in them so that your drips don't show through. And guys that don't wear underwear, that's a problem. I think that's really gross. Like, why do you want your butt, your junk, your all stuff free? Wear underwear. And I think you should probably get the padding kind for sure. Because if you don't have the padding kind, then you're going to have drips. And then your pants smell like pee.
Okay.
That was better.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's probably
We're
because you have a
juicier.
longer urethra.
No, urethra.
Urethra.
Go down, ding, do.
Go.
Go down, ding, pea spot, man.
Pee spot.
All right, well, that
right.
was Swan's Manic Minute. I have nothing to promote except for our show in June, which I'll let Swan do. And that will be it for me. And I shall casually say, I am the greatest podcaster alive.
No mouth noises.
If
no
only,
dead silence.
if
If only we could take lessons from him and not be so shitty.
If only SiriusXM would offer me a show.
Oh.
That'd be great.
Serious.
Or Spotify.
Maybe if you
Or
think it
Amazon.
into existence.
Make some calls.
Yeah, make some calls.
Make some calls. And that's for me. I will now say adios, much fuckos.
Okay, and from the Swan, we have our 3rd annual Slap Your Tail Comedy Pride Show on June 14th at the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's going to be pretty dope. It's going to be awesome. You can get your tickets at dormousetheater.com. We have our headliners, Jamie Schreiner, featuring Danny Lang, and opening for us, Amira Sanders, and it is hosted by the one and only Nicole Melnick, who is my adopted child. So she is pretty dope, and it's going to be a super fun Pride party. So yeah, there it is. Bye from the Swan. Oh wait, and we have our open mic every 3rd Thursday at the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo too. So if you want a spot for that, reach out to us.
Reach out to Dolan John
I'm
Cock.
pretty sure that Kate Dore is coming pretty soon. You can see
I'm
her
hoping.
because she's pretty
I
cool
asked-
broad, and you might even get to see her fiance Nick.
Holy shit. Who is that?
Who's that?
But most likely you will
I-
not see her stroked out butthole.
No.
Not Z.
You might be able to see her claw game.
Not Z.
You might
Ooh,
be able to see
you
her
guys
claw
got a claw
game.
machine. I'll fuck around.
No, but I feel like I know where one is that is
They
closed.
closed the Denny's, didn't they?
Oh.
No, not that Denny, not at Denny's. I'm pretty sure like that bar down the road has one. So we might have to check
I'm
it out for
into it.
sure.
I did request off the night, so hopefully I could be there.
Excellent.
That'd be fun. That'll be fun.
Do you have anything to promote before we say goodbye?
I'm going to be, I think the 23rd of May is probably the closest show to Kalamazoo is going to be Morenci, Michigan at the Rex Theater.
Oh.
Other stuff's all going to be Metro Detroit. I don't know. People can follow my social media at Catred Hatred or Kate Dore on Facebook. And I got my podcast, 3 Shots Down, Music History Podcast. And I'm on a few episodes of the P-Boys, P-B-O-I-Z Boys podcast. We'll see. I don't know. If anybody likes weird people, they could hit me up. We'll figure it out.
Or if you have any extra animals that you want to get rid of, especially if they're
Oh my
injured, she's
God.
taking
If
them.
you have hobbled,
Especially if they're not injured.
hobbled animals, just call me, okay? I'll take care of it. That's how I got that owl. My friend called me about the owl. That's how I got the scratch owl. By scratch owl, I mean the one that scratched me. It actually was a screech owl. I don't know. I'm rambling. We can sign off. Swan and Pete.
Swan has to pee. It's true.